Pudcast, Pudcast, losing his car, having a blast, locking your plans. It's the Pudcast.
All right. To the viewers, you probably already know now that you've clicked on the video and looked at the description and the title. But Pud is still not aware of what's going on here. So this should be fun.
I have no fucking clue, and I could just only imagine what you're gonna ask me.
If you guys have not recognized so far, at the beginning of every episode, I like to ask Pud a series of very, very personal questions, just to get him going a little bit, right? Just to get the juices flowing.
Oh yeah. Oh God.
Tell us about, and I'm gonna keep this part in. Did you really?
I don't want that in there. Don't act. No, I just don't want that in there. That's personal.
Okay.
Please. All right. X another. I'm totally okay. Just I don't want that in there. That's
You got it. Well, I'll keep it. What do you have against?
Oh, dude, I don't want that in there either, dude. No way. That's personal too.
Do you really plan on showing?
I don't want that in there either, dude. Come on, Paul. Come on, what the fuck?
Why do you tell the girl at Dunkin everything?
Well, she's really nice. Every time I go in there, I already got the coffee sitting on the counter. She sees my car. I walk right in. Hey, Aunt, what's up? We're on a name-to-name basis. I go right in. Coffee's on the counter. Out the door in a minute. A minute tops. A minute tops.
And you told her that about the time you came to North Carolina.
Well, I came at 5 o'clock in the morning. She's like, what are you doing at 5 o'clock in the morning here? And I told her I'm actually going to visit my cousin in North Carolina. And she's like, oh my God, that's so sick. Have a good time. And I got my coffee. She gave me a discount. And I left and hopped right on the road.
Who would you say is the Puddy of my friend group?
The Puddy of your, oh my God, that's a tough one. Joe.
Okay.
Joe, definitely hands down. Hands down, Joe.
Interesting. If you had to pick which one of my friends is your favorite?
Oh, well, I like them all in their own way. They're all good in their own way. I would have to pick Mike.
Okay, I'm telling Vinny. Okay, so let's really get into this now, okay?
All right, you got it, boss.
Okay. First of all, I would just like to say that Pud, you are a treasure, and I love you, and everyone watching really does love you and appreciate you.
Well, thank you. That's very nice of you. Those are some nice words. I really don't get that a lot from you, so thanks. I appreciate that.
I mean it.
Oh, good.
The other day, well, when we were talking about the whole Papa Gut thing, you gave me Papa Gut's phone number, right?
Yes, I gave you his number. Yes.
Okay. And you asked me not to contact him. Why was that?
Oh, I don't want that in there. Don't. I'm totally okay. I just don't want that in there. Just ask something else. I'm totally okay.
Papa Gut, do you think it was cool that he gave me your number?
Well, I feel like
oh my God, you son of a bitch. Oh my God.
I feel like, Anthony, when I gave you my number, you weren't supposed to give it to anybody else. That's fucked up.
Oh man.
We signed a verbal contract when that happened. Do you remember that?
Oh, man.
You weren't supposed to give it to anybody else.
Oh, hey Dan, how are you?
How are you doing, Anthony?
Okay. Not bad.
Anthony, you look a little flustered. Are you okay?
Yeah, no, I just wasn't expecting to see it. When I saw that, I was like, that's weird. I knew in the back of my mind something didn't add up. But how are you, Dan? How's everything?
I'm okay. How are you, Anthony?
Okay, not bad.
Anthony, I have a question for you, dude. How many messages did you send me the other night after?
I don't know, dude. It was a lot. It was a lot. I don't recall the amount of it, but I did send you a lot.
Give me like a rough estimate.
Text messages?
Yeah, text messages.
Tops 25. I'm being real. Maybe 20.
when I woke up, Anthony, I had 61 notifications from you.
I swear to Christ, I don't recall sending you 61 texts.
Do you want me to read them?
No, I believe you.
You don't think you sent me 5 minutes worth of messages?
Yeah, Dan, please. Dan.
And 2 voicemails.
All right, Dan. All right, Dan.
Wait, can we back up for just a second? This is in reference, because people probably are watching this who haven't seen that video. This is in reference to Papa Gut's recap of episode 1 and 2 of the podcast.
I thought they were really good. The podcast in general is very good. It's very entertaining. A lot of my fans enjoyed it.
I appreciate that. I'm sure Pud does too. Pud, how do you feel about that?
Oh, I do. Yeah, no, I'm happy. No, that was very nice of him to do that.
Oh, yeah. So I personally loved it because you know Pud and you know the ins and outs of Pud's and his inner workings. So like you gave a little more context than we were able to give in our back and forth. Like the little words that only people who really truly understand Pud know that like that set him off, right?
Yes,
the timing of like even just me saying my friends like that. Obviously, that's our friends, but I know that gets him. So while we have you here, Papa Gut, let's go stroll down memory lane here. What is your first memory with Pud?
I remember it was like 8 a.m. and I just finished like a morning shift, and I hadn't met Anthony before my entire life. And it was pouring rain out there. And I remember it was pouring rain because the first thing that Anthony ever said to me in the thickest Boston accent was, "It's pouring like a bastard out here," while he walked past me in like a muscle t-shirt, smoking a cigarette. That's my first man. I just remember going like, okay, like that wasn't that normal, but he seems like a pretty normal guy. And
if you described that story and didn't tell me who it was, I would guess it was Pud.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very Pud-esque story. Yeah.
Exactly. Pud, do you have any response to that?
No, Dan's correct.
Well, what's your first memory of me? Is it that, or do you remember something else?
No, that's the first I remember, because what we were doing was that I remember we were doing like they had the morning, they had like an early shift, and then they had a mid-morning shift. And I remember that Dan worked the earlier shift because I remember he wanted to get it over with, get his day over with and start early.
That's not what happened.
But I remember that it was so long ago, Dan.
I did back a favor, and I worked early for him.
I don't remember. I mean, that was so many years ago, but I believe you.
Well, they shouldn't have told you that because it's not your business to know that.
That's true.
Oh man. Anyway,
what is the worst prank that you at work have pulled on Pud, and or the most mad you've ever seen Pud, where he almost wanted to rip his shirt to pieces?
Oh God.
I'm trying to think, because I don't know if I've ever seen Anthony that mad. I do remember the prank I told in the podcast where John walked away with all the. No, you know what? The angriest one was definitely when your doorknob got pulled off, and John kept telling you it was coming from China. And then God. we had an oh wait, no, Anthony, the worst one, I don't know if I'll get too detailed, but the worst one was when Nick said he was going into the military and you got very upset with him for not telling you.
Oh my God, I remember that.
Very good memory, Dan. Yeah.
And you got so angry because I was like, Anthony, that's fucked up, because you were being rude about it, that you told me that you could run laps around me.
Dude, we held that joke for so long. I put a picture of me and Nick saluting on Instagram and like said almost that time. And like Pud was so pissed because he thought that
I believed it too for a while. I think for the most time I believed it. That's why I was so upset with Anthony, because I thought that it was real. And I was like, Anthony, what the hell, man?
I had no idea what the fuck was going on. He's telling me he's going to the military. And I'm like, you don't tell your own brother that you're going, and I believed him. He was so.
You shouldn't have gone through his mail, though. That's what happened. Isn't it?
No, I don't. I want to go through somebody's.
You went through his mail, and then you saw a letter for him to sign up for the draft, and you thought that it was a military letter, right?
That part, honest to God, that part I don't remember. But I remember my brother telling me that he was going to the military. But with the door handle,
how did you respond to that when you found out?
I was fucking livid.
What time in the morning did you confront him about it?
I mean, you got a better memory than me, Dan. I don't remember that.
Was it was it 4 a.m.
probably 4 a.m.
when he was trying to sleep?
Probably 4 a.m, Dan.
What were you doing before you found out? Were you in your car smoking cigarettes and drinking Pepsi?
I mean,
Probably.
see, this is the context that we need, because I feel like when I say these things and ask these questions, people think I'm just being a jerk. Like, this is what Pud does. Like,
Yeah, but it's funny.
no,
You
yeah,
gotta live. You have to really put yourself
experience.
into. You have to experience. You're an experience, Anthony. That's I'll tell you that. It's a good experience to.
Always. Speaking
Yeah.
of, what is your favorite thing about Pud?
Ah, it's a good question. I think it's that he always asks me how my balls are doing.
Is that true,
always
Pud?
he's obsessed with my balls. One time at work, I was wearing basketball shorts and I bunched up my balls and I showed him. He said, "Wow, those are some really big balls, Dan." He loved it, and then ever since then he kept asking me how my balls were doing, if how my balls were fit.
Oh.
He'd walk into the bus and say, "Oh, how are your big fat balls doing, Dan?"
Oh shit, that's true. Oh, fuck. That's a true story.
My favorite thing about Pud is that he sends my best man Vinny things to his house through Amazon.
Son of a bitch.
What kind of things do you send, Anthony?
I don't want to talk about that on here. I don't want to talk about
What
that.
could you?
You just killed my mood.
Oh,
I sent him something. I thought of him. I saw something on Amazon and I thought of him, but
What were
like
you thinking when you thought of him?
that he would like this.
Okay. What was it?
I don't
so
want to get
sweet.
into it. With
Well,
that.
did he like it?
Well, he doesn't know what it is.
Oh, okay.
He doesn't know what it is.
What do you mean? He doesn't know what it is?
I just told him I saw something on Amazon. I thought of you and I sent it to you.
It didn't
Uh,
arrive yet.
Oh, it didn't arrive yet. Okay.
No, I didn't tell him I didn't tell him what it was, but I thought of him and I thought he would like it. But
No,
What happens if he
no.
doesn't like it?
Yeah.
Then the son of a bitch doesn't like it. But why is he telling you that? Like,
So my favorite
Jesus
thing,
fucking Christ.
sincerely, about you is that you really do have the biggest heart ever, and you go out of your way for everybody, and you really put others before yourself. And like I said, we really do appreciate and love you.
Well,
And
thank you.
that
Sure.
heart is probably very big because it's working hard to pump out all of those bogeys that you smoke every single day.
That's true.
Well, thank you, Paul. That was very nice of you.
How many cigarettes do you smoke a day, Anthony?
Probably 2 a pack a day. Probably 2 a pack a day.
2 packs a day?
No. 2 a pack. Oh, I see.
What does that mean?
No,
I
a
don't know
pack
what
a
that
day. I right. A pack a day.
means. Okay, 20 cigarettes a day.
Pretty much so. Yeah.
Wow, that's
I know.
incredible.
Well, before we get anything like this part, Paul, honestly, and Dan, please, like, edit this part out. Like, I just want to say something. Dan, I'm very sorry how I acted. That, Dan, I want to apologize to you, man to man, Dad. I'm sorry how I acted.
Did you call me Dad?
Maybe I did.
That's very
He's
true.
very sarcastic. I
That's
thought
true.
Paul was bad. This fucking guy will fucking make your mind go.
Which will bring us to our next question. You have said to me and Mike, Dan is 10 times worse than you. What do you
Yes.
mean by that?
What I mean, not in a bad way, but what I mean, he's so sarcastic that he'll just know how to just get you going. I thought you were bad, and I love Dan to death, but this guy will get you going so bad that it's more of the psychological part of it, that he just gets you going. And it's like you just sit there like, what am I gonna say? There's nothing to say.
I have a question for you, Anthony. What made you want to start the podcast?
Well, I mean, Paul and I have been talking about it for a while, just talking in general about it. And I would say about a month ago, maybe close to a month and a half, I told him, I was like, I think we should do this. I think people would tune in. I think people would listen. I think people would really want to see what's going on. And Paul agreed. And we didn't think, we were just doing this to see where it went, and it's doing well. And we're just seeing where it goes, and I hope that, it does good, let's see what happens.
Do you think that you could become famous?
Do I think I could become famous?
Yeah.
I can't answer that.
Do you
Not sure.
want to become famous? But do you want it to be a success?
Sure. No, sure. I
Okay.
would love for it to be a success. You know,
Are-
let's see what happens.
Are you trying to are you trying to become successful and famous so that you can find a girlfriend like the girl at Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah, sure.
Really? That's
Sure, Dan. Sure, Dan.
We're keeping it in.
I don't hit on the girl at Dunkin' Donuts. Hi, how are you? I get my fucking coffee and I leave.
well, she knows about your coffee and everything, so she knows you pretty
I
well.
go in there once a day.
Would you go on a date with her though?
No,
Why not?
I don't know.
Oh, you wouldn't go on a date with her? You seem like you like her a lot.
What do
You tell her your
want?
plans. You tell her you're going on vacation.
I told her I was going to fucking North Carolina because I was there at 5 o'clock in the morning. She's like, "What are you doing there at 5 o'clock in the morning?"
Do you think that the reason that the Dunkin' girl has your coffee ready when you get there is because she doesn't want to talk to you and wants to get you out as soon as possible?
Probably. Probably. Hi, how you doing? Goodbye. You know.
That was actually a perfect question. Are there any stories, Dan, that you'd like to share with your experiences with Pud?
I would say one thing. We all hung out remember Mike, our friend Mike, or my friend Mike, remember from the bus company? He was my personal friend. Like we were personal friends. And he was leaving to go to Texas and everybody showed up except for you. And you said you didn't want to come because you didn't want to have to pay for anybody's food.
I didn't ever said that.
And then you showed up in the parking lot afterwards.
I did show up in the parking lot
Yeah.
afterwards, but I did say goodbye to Mike. You know, Mike's a good dude. Mike's a really, he's a sweetheart.
He moved to Texas. Is that the
He
dude?
moved to Texas. Yes,
Okay.
he moved to Texas.
So you know what? Actually, Dan, we might have actually been in a group chat before. Remember?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, because Nick added me and Mike in your work group chat
Mhm.
a couple of years ago, and we would all mess with Pud from like 6 a.m. till 10 p.m. every day.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I remember we used to Photoshop images of Anthony. I remember there were you put some really, really nice Father's Day messages, Anthony. And then I would edit dinosaur heads on them. And you would get really upset.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Why,
no, that's true.
why would that upset you? Is it true that you're actually part dinosaur?
I'm part dinosaur. Yeah, I'm part dinosaur. Yeah.
Why? How are you part dinosaur? How does that work?
I don't fucking know.
I took biology. I don't see how that works. Can you explain? That's really cool to share with your coworkers, you know?
I mean,
I did, dude. But Anthony shared a lot on like my second day that I ever met this guy.
Can you see Pud is very good with certain things. He's very good with dates. Very good with dates. So, hey, I haven't been to Outback since July 11th. I'm like, what? September.
right. Please don't add this part in. Please.
I'm
That's all I'm asking.
compiling the please don't add these in together. it's gonna be
Like
amazing.
montage.
Yeah.
The next
But I
next
should-
episode is just going to be you saying please for 15 minutes.
I should, but no. I mean, obviously this isn't going in there. Please edit this part out. Please. That's all I'm asking. Just this part.
I
You
will.
know, thank you. Obviously, this isn't going in the podcast.
No, it
Like,
is.
This is no. Paul, stop.
Hey, it's not.
Okay. This is not going in there. No, Paul, don't put that in there. You're an asshole.
I'm asking.
I mean, I don't. I mean, this is not going in there. Obviously, obviously, Paul, don't put this part in. But
No, it's in there, but go ahead.
oh my god,
Can I keep this?
no, Paul, absolutely not.
All right, it's in.
Paul, this is not going in there. That's fucking dude. Are you that fucking stupid, dude?
Are
You that fucking stupid? Dan, I really don't want that. Please, Paul, I beg you to death. Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, please don't put that.
Well, what can stay in the podcast? What can stay in the podcast? That's a good question.
I don't know. Let Paul edit it and I'll view it. I mean, obviously, Paul, this is like this can't go in there, Paul.
I
Come
know.
on.
I already confirmed. We're good. Go ahead.
Okay, good. This isn't going in there, obviously. But
Power.
Paul, don't put that in there, dude. That's personal, dude. You know better. No, Paul,
that.
obviously that part, don't please. But we'll edit that part out. What do I do? That's not going in there either. But That's not going in there, Paul. Please do it. Please don't put that in there. But I'm just saying that, like
this montage is gonna be longer than the podcast.
Obviously, Paul, I know you're editing this out, but
I'm so excited for this montage of that's not going in there.
Paul, you know better.
Wait.
Paul, obviously, you know not to put that in there. Obviously, Paul, this isn't going here either. This is personal with Dan, but like I know, okay, this isn't going here either. I don't remember the joke.
I remember the joke.
You do?
I think you do too.
I do too. Let's edit this part out right now. Obviously, Paul, this isn't going in here, but obviously,
okay.
Let's edit this part. This isn't going here either.
This is another thing we have to cut out. We're not cutting it out this time.
Paul, you're cutting out that. Obviously, Paul, I don't want this part in here because that's really personal. One time, that's not going in there. I don't know. I just don't want that in there. I just don't want that. I just don't want that in there. That I did say. Obviously, that's not going in the show. This isn't going in here, but go ahead.
But I need a verbal confirmation. Are we allowed to keep that part in?
No, are you fucking crazy? What are you fucking crazy? Paul, come on, you know better than that.
What could we keep in? Like, what's something I could talk about that we could keep in? What about the time where it was your brother's first day back after the accident, and I bought everybody food, and I said, all right, guys, we're gonna meet in the room in the like the was it the cafeteria or whatever room we eat in, and you're like, okay, and then when we all got in there, you were already eating all the food.
That is the true story, and I thought Dan. I mean, first off, I would never do anything malicious like that. But no, I do remember that I misunderstood him.
What do you think I said?
I don't remember what you said, to be honest.
Didn't Mike say don't eat? You probably shouldn't eat that because Dan got it for everybody.
Dude, I don't have a good memory anymore. I don't remember that part, but I do remember you getting nuggets from McDonald's. That part I do remember.
And you opened like 3 sauces for like 2 nuggets.
Well, I opened up with like 1.
No.
So
you got a better memory than me.
I believe that, because what Pud does at family parties is he loads up the plate, like overflowing plate, and you have about 4 bites, and then you always throw out 7/8 of the meal.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
How can you do that?
I don't know. I guess my eyes are too big.
Okay. Does this make you mad, Pud, if I have something this big and I'm just about to pour this?
What the fuck?
I have a question. I have an interesting question. So what is it exactly that's so special about October 02?
Oh, here we go. I posted a picture once of like a throwback from like we went pumpkin. Like when we were younger, we would go pumpkin picking with our family.
I was gonna say I didn't go with you.
No, you didn't. I didn't know who the hell you were from a hole in the wall. But I'm just saying that we would go.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't know who you were 20 years ago. I posted it like a throwback picture. It said October of 02 with the family. And for whatever reason, Paul just took it and just wrote it. It's still a thing. They still bring up October of 02 over a simple just picture.
Pud loved October of 02. So Instagram, for some reason, means a lot to Anthony. And also his birthday does too. So what me and my friends would do is we would post happy birthday Anthony pictures like sporadically throughout the year, and people would be texting him and commenting happy birthday, and he would get so angry. He's like, they're gonna think it's my birthday.
Right. Yeah, no, you would do that. Right. I totally forgot about that. Right. Yeah. He would make like posts and all that, like, oh, it's Anthony's birthday and all that. And I'm like, it's not my fucking birthday.
Dude, since we're on the topic of birthdays, can I ask you a birthday question?
I don't remember your birthday. But
not my birthday. I don't know. So when it's, you remember Frankie, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So how come when it's Frankie's birthday, you write him like an essay, but when it's your own brother's birthday, you just say happy birthday, dude?
That's a good question.
How come you do that?
I guess at the time I had a better relationship with Frank than I did my brother. If I'm being honest, I guess I had a better relationship with him at the time.
Are you okay?
You sound very passive aggressive. You need to talk?
You always would say that. Yeah.
That's what Dan would say.
You'd always mock me and say, oh, you're very passive aggressive today, Dan. Do you need to talk? because we would talk a lot because you guys we were all a very rambunctious group.
Yeah. But no, there was a rumor that Paul made because Paul likes to spread rumors.
Oh, you're talking about
Yeah. Yeah.
hell
Yeah.
yes.
That
Oh,
I
it-
that
this rumor went there too. See the picture that I made of Pud and her in the so Pud, tell everybody about, and I'm not going to use the last name from now on because I might keep this. What tell everybody about the event that occurred with you and her.
there was no Paul doesn't go in here, please. But no, in all seriousness, there was no event that occurred, dude. Nothing. There was a rumor that he
Who started the rumor?
you. There was a rumor that he was spreading on that job in Irish. There was no fucking what?
First of all, the rumor I started was that she gave you a in the men's stall. The best is when we had we went to the beach one time, and Pud, you know where I'm going with this? I think you should tell it.
No,
You tell it.
no, I don't want to say
It's
that.
the podcast, not the podcast.
I get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, one time I went to the beach and these two girls that I saw, they looked familiar. So I was like, Paul, I'm gonna go ask if they went to our high school together. And Paul's like, I don't know, man. I think that's a little like, I don't know. I don't think I would do that. No, I'm gonna fucking do it anyway. So I went to the girls. I'm like, hey, did you go to our high school? No. Oh, okay, goodbye. Have a good day. And I just walked away. True story.
Were you trying to shoot your shot?
Absolutely.
All right, I respect that.
After I was 16 years old, absolutely. But they
How
didn't
old were
like,
they?
oh, I don't know, Dan. Probably my age.
Like 7.
Like
What the
28?
Fuck. Like,
Anthony, you've had like 4 cigarettes since this thing started.
he makes me smoke.
You know, I don't know if you saw the last one, but he tried to get away with the fact that he said, I only smoke a half a pack of cigarettes a day, depending on the day. I said, you smoke a half a pack doing this. And he goes, no, I don't. Last podcast, you smoked 6 on camera, and then you had another one. So 7. Right now you're up to what? 4 or 5?
4.
Man, that's a lot.
That's a lot in an hour, dude.
So that is a lot in an hour. Yeah.
Right?
It is a lot in an hour. But
That's
it's more of a social thing.
Anthony, I have a question for you.
Sure, Dan.
Can you turn to the side?
Why?
This is like side profile.
I
I just wanted to see like the way that your lips looked on the side.
don't know. You know,
Are you vaccinated?
No, I'm not vaccinated. No.
Why not?
I don't know. I just never got vaccinated. I should get vaccinated, but are you vaccinated?
No, I'm not vaccinated. Okay. I was just wondering, do you wear a mask everywhere?
Of course.
Why'd you have to think about that?
Sorry. No, I do wear a mask sometimes. Like
Dan,
if I'm-
you would fit right in.
I told you he would, but I told you he, but Paul, I told you this 10 times.
I
Get our
mean,
sense of humor.
just on cue and everything. Like
Dan's
the
quick.
timing is
Dan's-
down.
Yes, Dan's quick.
So, as everyone knows, Pud and Dan work together. And there is this story.
I
that
worked
has-
a lot. You and Anthony really do a lot of work.
Exactly. I mean, I believe that. But there's a story here that needs to be shared. Whoever wants to take it away. I mean, this is gold.
This is my favorite story, and it's not that bad. We can tell a story and keep it in.
No.
Let's
Come on.
tell the story. And
All right, we'll tell a story. But yeah, and we'll see if it's that. Okay, so I remember because I worked with Tom too. You know, Anthony worked with Tom. I worked with Tom, and I remember Tom was having a baby. Do you remember that? And I remember you asked him specifically for and like we were all friendly, but you and Tom, like, were you guys weren't really best friends, right? Like you guys were work friends, and you specifically asked him for a picture of his kid to put in your wallet.
I don't remember that part. I just remember asking for a picture.
So you asked, well, okay. So let's say, let me just rephrase this way. So you're saying if you didn't ask for a picture for the wallet, but you asked for a picture.
Yeah.
So where would you have put the picture then?
I don't know, dude.
Like in like the glove compartment of your car? or
know.
like
I don't-
inside like the phone case of your phone? You know how people do that as like a memento, or would you have taken a picture of it and made it your wallpaper?
I don't know. You just killed my mood. I don't know. Can I go now? I'm done. I did.
Why are you so upset? Wait, can I ask you, why is this story upset you so much?
Because it's weird, and I should have never did that. But
No,
I
but who
don't
cares? But
remember.
we all do weird shit.
Dude, I do weird shit all the time.
Yeah.
I texted Dan personally. I don't even know him.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You know what's really fucking weird? Giving someone's number away.
Okay, Paul. Now Dan, I'll tell you the other side of the story. I
Okay.
did give Paul your number, and I did tell Paul 2 days ago. I said I think it's best if Nick texts Dan first, because if Paul texts
It was. I thought it was yesterday. I said it was yesterday. It was 2 days ago. You're right.
that if Paul, I don't know how Dan's gonna react. He probably wouldn't care, but I don't know how he's gonna react. I think it's best if Nick texts Dan, because Nick knows Dan. And if Nick said to Dan, "Hey, Paul wants to talk to you. He wants you on the podcast," like Dan has an idea what's going on. Now I know you really don't give a fuck about anything.
You know,
God
it's
bless
fine.
you. God bless you, because I wish that I was like that.
I don't understand why you have so much anxiety over some of these fun stories.
Because I don't know, because there's things that I look back on as I get older. I'm like, that's really weird. Like, why did I do that? And I don't want people to misinterpret that. Like,
Who's gonna do that though? Who's gonna? That's fun, and it's not that bad. Nobody's like, oh my god, gross. It's just a funny story. Like that's what makes it so funny. Is it's just a very innocent and like but weird.
You know what it is?
That's why it's
Bud?
funny.
It's endearing.
Yeah.
Because it's so cute and nice that it's weird.
It's that actually it sums it up perfectly. Like that
Well,
is what it is.
This, I told Pud 3 days ago. I said, Pud, this Friday, I want you to create a segment. Okay. And go ahead.
Talk about anxiety. You know, I understand that there's a lot of people in this world that suffer from mental health when it comes to anxiety and depression, and it's something that is being taken seriously, you know, and a lot of people suffer from it. It's not a fun thing. I commend someone that suffers from that can cope with it during the day, because at times it is very rough. Your mind overthinks. I just want to let everyone know that if you do suffer from that, I'm very proud of you. I commend you, because it is not easy to live like that in your mind. And to anyone who does, like, keep going, keep striving, keep doing everything you can. It's not easy. It is not easy.
And what do you do to cope?
Well, I have been seeing a therapist for a while. It's helped, you know. I go bi-weekly. It has taught me a lot of things about myself. It has made me not think of things that I normally would. Again, that's the thing with anxiety. You have your moments, you have your days, but I'm very fortunate that it's very low, a very low case, that I could still go on with my day, and I can go to my job, and I can continue with my day-to-day activities. And I know for a lot of people, it's very rough, you know,
Okay.
so.
Well, what's your social security number?
Hold on a second. I'm not saying shut up to you, Dan. Shut up, Paul, for a second. I said I wanted to talk about mental health, and Paul told me, he's like, Pud, if you go on a rant, no one's gonna want to hear you talk about it. All right, enough's enough. Like, okay, what's the next?
Like, I'm editing that part out. Like, you need to talk about your personal experience with anxiety, not
What gives you anxiety?
exactly, like, and how you deal with it, and what you do, and how you slam doors, and how you rip shirts to smithereens, and all that.
And you send 61 messages.
Yeah.
No,
Okay. All right.
please, Dan, please, Dan.
What are you saying to me for? What the
because I
hell?
just want to enjoy my weekend. I'm going to the Met Yankee game tomorrow. It's the 20th anniversary. No, he don't need that. I just want to enjoy my game tomorrow.
How am I gonna?
I don't know, Dan. You scare the shit out of me. I fight with Paul consistently because I tell him, why did they tell you? This isn't going in there. Why did they tell you everything? And it's like, I want you to know, and I'm being real. I don't want this in here. I'm being real. And all the guys just tell him everything. I went out of my way, and I'm not throwing that in his face. I thought of him. I got him something. I didn't tell him what it was.
I got my best man a gift, and that's fine.
What'd you get him though?
I don't want to talk about it.
Why are you getting so upset?
Because you know what, Dan? You know what, Dan? I learned this from the demon himself, Paul. When you tell someone something so many times and they're not respecting what you're saying, what are you supposed to do? Why
Well,
does
is
he
it?
have-
Well, is it
why-
personal? Is it personal information though?
It's not personal information. I'm being serious. Like, I had a nice conversation with him for an hour and a half, and he just one ear and out the other and told you every
Can I show you something? I asked all of my friends, not all of them yet sent it, but I asked them, I said I was going to do a segment called This Just In, right? Because you say that my friends report to me. This is what I got.
This just in, breaking news. Pud has asked me to go to Topgolf for the 3rd time in 1 week. The people are left confused and concerned. Back to you in the studio.
I didn't ask Vinny to go to Topgolf 3 fucking times, Paul. All right, I can't. I'm done.
No, that's not the one I
done.
want. That's
I'm
actually
done. I can't.
Well,
like,
don't leave
just,
yet, Anthony. We haven't talked in forever. You're gonna leave me like that? That's fucked
I
up.
can't. I can't. Like, I
dude,
just,
that's not even what I wanted to even send. That's not what I wanted.
I
to say.
didn't ask Vinny 3 times to go to Topgolf.
Well, how many times did you ask him?
I don't.
This
I
is
never
it.
asked him to go to Topgolf.
This just in. Now Pud is buying things on Amazon and sending them to my house.
What? I'm canceling the order. He can go fuck himself.
Why didn't you should have canceled it already?
Pud, I asked him to do this. Pud.
Oh no, he left.
Oh no.
That's unfortunate.
Hold on.
I hope you guys like this episode. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, comment. Let us know how you feel. Give us your positive feedback. Oh, timeout. Sorry, I fucked up. I'm sorry because I'm nervous now. Okay, we'll go again.
Yeah, no, you're doing really good. Go ahead.
No, I'll go again.
I'm serious.
Hey guys, I hope you like this video. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, comment, give us your feedback. You know, tell us what we should talk about, any topics that we should talk about. You know, feel free to comment on the bottom and let us know. Thank you for tuning in and watching us and taking the time out of your day to tune in. Thank you very much. And stay tuned because it's going to get better each episode.